Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Abby. I love to travel and explore, and on my YouTube I share a mix of my faith, my life, my travel, and everything in between. Now in this video I'm sharing with you, it's kind of like a story time on how I visited 30 countries by my 29th birthday, even though I had never been on a plane by my 25th birthday. Now this is an interesting one. Make sure you grab popcorn for the tea, but before you do that, please click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. It does help me a lot and it will mean so much to me. Thank you. Now let's get right into it. I'm gonna start from the beginning about how all my passion and desire for travel and how it started. I have always loved to travel and explore, even as little as when I was in junior secondary school. I remember because when we would have excursions in school to visit new places, I absolutely loved it. The first excursion I went to my school was to Olumorok in Abeokuta. Meanwhile, I schooled in Lagos, so going on that trip really just birthed my passion and love to travel, see places and explore. And even up until university, I remember in 200 level, I was telling my lecturer that, do you know what, I'm not really about this school life. Can't somebody just pay me to travel and visit the world? In fact, the choice of my course, the course that I studied in university, was heavily influenced by travel. I was in junior secondary school when my cousin's friend visited and he asked me, what I was planning to study. I was like, I was considering mass communication or law. And he was like, oh, okay, what do you like to do? Don't you like to, travel, see new places and explore? I was like, yes, of course. He was like, don't you want to earn in foreign currency, see new places and explore? And I was like, yes, I would like that. And he said, you should study international relations because with this job, you will get to travel, explore, earn in foreign currency, and really just explore new cultures. I was like, that's the course for me. And when I went to uni, I decided to study the course. So I studied international studies and diplomacy. But when I was in school, we kept talking about government, politics, war. And that's when I was telling my lecturer that, fam, I really came here because I want to travel and explore the world. So I don't know what this is about. I really just hope that, I would find a job where somebody can pay me to travel and explore the world. So I shared context about how, I'd love to travel and explore. But I never started to travel. In fact, I've never been on a plane until way after my 25th birthday. But I held on to that dream of traveling and exploring every year since what? Maybe since my 20th birthday, I would write all the countries that I went to visit that year. I would even write the plans or how much to get my international passport, how much is the visa. I spent a lot of time researching the places that I wanted to visit, even though I couldn't afford it and I wasn't really going anywhere. I would always do the research. Things started to change in 2021 when I moved to the UK for my master's. But before that, I didn't just have this dream of traveling and was researching. I also started to travel within my local area. So I would always go and explore neighboring cities. I remember going to Oyo for a weekend with my friend. I remember in 2020 I did a 4-state 6-city trip in 1 week solo by myself. I went to explore neighboring states in the west and I had such a great time. One thing for me, and one of the key things for me, is that I always try to do the best I can with what I have where I am. Like, I will always be sapping out the joy from my life in every season, in every situation. So even though I didn't have the money to get a plane ticket to go abroad or even travel within my country, I took the bus and I went on a road trip for 7 days exploring neighboring states. So I would do the best that I can with what I have where I am. That is one of the key mantras of my life, and I will enjoy every season of my life. Okay, so in 2021 I moved to the UK for my master's, and you would think that I started to travel immediately. No, because when I moved to the UK for my master's, I still had to save up to pay for my master's school fees. So I was working while studying full-time for a master's degree, and it wasn't easy, to be fair. But like I say, I always do the best that I can. So before I started to travel abroad, even while living in the UK, I would do day trip as a broke budget student, I would visit neighboring cities. So I schooled in Middlesbrough. I would go to places like York. I really love York. I go to York. I would go to Whitby, just neighboring cities from my school. I would basically pay sometimes as low as £5 for a return bus ticket to go to another city. Or when I could afford to pay for a train ticket, I would pay, £24, return train ride and go and visit another city and have the best time, take pictures, make videos. I really was living out my best life at every stage, but I wasn't traveling abroad. But the first country that I visited outside of England within the UK was Scotland. Shout out to my friend Alex, who, he had said he lived in Scotland and I lived, up north in England. I said, you know what, invite me and I'll come. And I booked a train ticket and he hosted myself and two other of his friends to just before Christmas time. And we explored Scotland, Aberdeen, Edinburgh, and it was such a nice time. And that's the thing about, starting within your means and reaching out to your friends in another city. If, for instance, you can't travel out of your country, your state, now find your friends in other cities and ask them to host you and, go somewhere new. So that's how it all started. But when did I go on my first trip outside of the UK? That was in 2023 for my 27th birthday. That really was the beginning of my travel. You won't believe, I turned 29. So between 27 and 29, I visited 27 countries. I really still can't believe it, honestly. I can't believe it. But when I say the proof of desire is pursuit, the proof of desire is pursuit. So my first international trip actually was in January of 2023 when I went on a 5-day solo trip to Morocco. And Morocco has such a special place in my heart because that was what kickstarted my traveling and exploring. I have been there 3 times now. Twice I've hosted a group trip to Morocco and it's been wonderful. Really, really wonderful. But here are the key lessons that I've learned and from achieving this goal of visiting 30 countries before my 30th birthday. And I'm going to share how I achieved that goal, the lessons I learned, and how you can do the same if that's a dream that you have. Because I always say that traveling isn't everybody's dream and travel doesn't have to be your dream. But what I hope you get from watching my videos, from following me online, is that you're inspired to pursue your own dream. Traveling is my dream. Whatever your dream is, you're inspired to pursue it just the same way I have pursued mine. But key things that I wanted to share about traveling and achieving this goal is, one, understanding your season. For many years, even though I love to travel, I just couldn't do it. But I understood my season and I made the best of the season that I was in. And even when my season changed and God opened up opportunity for me to travel, I still maximized my season. So I could have decided to not travel as much as I did because I couldn't travel in a way I saw other people traveling. Not fully luxury, but in a more convenient ways. Like, for instance, some of the countries that I went to, I stayed in hostels. Yeah, I stayed in bunk beds, some of them. And I could have said, oh no, I don't want to go. It's I have to wait till I can fly first class, or till I can stay in 5-star hotels. No. So what I did was I honored my season, both when I wasn't traveling and when I started to travel. I did the best that I can with what I have wherever I was. So that's the first thing, honor your season. 2 is to hold on to that dream and to keep it before your eyes. I always have a vision board, or I'm always journaling my goals, my dreams, whether it's traveling or other goals. I'm always writing them down. So hold on to it. Even those years, I remember in 2018 writing the countries I wanted to visit. I didn't go anywhere. In 2019, I wrote it down in my journal again. These are the countries I want to visit. I didn't go anywhere. In 2020, I wrote down the countries I wanted to visit. I didn't go anywhere. Even in 2021 December, I created a vision board. And that's another video I'm going to share, how creating that travel vision board changed my life. I created a vision board in December 2021 about, I included my travel plans, pictures of places I wanted to visit. I didn't go anywhere. Then in 2022, I had the same vision, but I didn't go anywhere until 2023 when I started to travel. So what am I trying to say? Hold on to that dream. Hold on to that dream. So the first point is to honor your season. Know where you are, and enjoy whatever season you're in. To be clear about your dreams and hold on to that dream. And then 3 is to plan. Plan. Research, do your research, find out where you want to go to, whatever dream it is. For instance, in my case, travel. I always do travel research. I'm finding out the requirements I need to visit these places, how much the average budget will be, how can I do it cheaper within my means. I'm always planning and doing my research. And the other thing is to take action, not just plan, to take action. I remember when my friend was telling me about take action. Basically, take action. Don't just plan, pursue. I'm going to summarize my key themes about what visiting these countries have done in P. And the first one will be to pray. Actually, to pray. You need to see me and God. Like, I remember one year saying that, God, I know that there's so many things going on in the world, like, there are wars everywhere, but please, if you can just help me visit one country this year, I'll really be grateful. And you may think that that's silly, but yeah, God really does answer those prayers. So pray, commit your plans into the hands of God. Pray. And one thing that I know from even achieving this goal, I remember one time saying that, oh God, I visited like maybe 15 countries that year, and at the end of the year I was like, God, why did you make it possible for me to visit more than this? And the Holy Spirit told me, because I know you enjoy traveling, you like it, and it does me well to see you happy. And I was really shocked, because I was like, God, there's so many other things going on in the world, but you are very mindful of me and you help me achieve this goal. So commit your plans into God's hands. Pray about your desire. God put the desire in you to pursue that dream. God put the desire in you to want to travel and see the world. So yeah, commit your dreams into the hands of God by praying. And number 2 is to plan and prepare. So do your research, plan. How much will it cost you? Prepare. And even in your planning as well, you do need money to travel, to be honest. You do. So, and part of the planning is deciding, okay, I've decided that I want to visit one country this year. This is how much I think it will cost me, and this is how much I need to put out each month to be able to achieve that goal. Or this is how I'm able to structure my life and my finances to be able to achieve that goal. All these are part of planning. So pray, plan, prepare. Pray, plan, prepare, and then pursue that goal. Go, take that first step. I remember when I went to Morocco, when I was there, I was pinching myself. I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm in a new country. I can't believe I'm in a new country. I can't believe I'm in a new place. That's how excited I was to be in a new country. I was just so elated. And best believe that by the time I was coming back from that trip, I was like, where else can I go to? Where else can I travel to? How can I do this? How much do I need? How can I plan? How can I prepare to achieve this goal? So yes, plan, prepare, but also pursue. Take that first step. Go somewhere new. Go to a new city. Go to a new place. Just take a step. The next step I would say would be to prioritize what is important to you. I knew travel was important to me. So in 2023, I don't even know if I spent money on maybe clothes or other things. I prioritized, obviously I bought clothes, but it wasn't a priority for me. So my priorities changed based on what I was pursuing. Yes, there are key things that I always gave to, but you could see it from my bank balance that travel was important to me. So I prioritized it even in my spending. And even when I went on trips, there's things that I prioritized. The experiences that I prioritized, the locations that I prioritized because they fit into my budget. So basically, what you're pursuing will help you narrow down your priorities. So What have I learned from visiting 30 countries before my 29th birthday? What I've learned is that all things are possible. Achieving this goal has shown me the proof of possibilities, that I can do anything I put my hands to. My dreams are valid and they are possible. It has taught me also that the proof of desire is pursuit. I mean, anybody that sees me will know that this is something that I desired and I love because I pursued it. I was planning, I was preparing, I was praying, I was prioritizing my travel. So the proof of desire is pursuit. That's what travel has taught me. Achieving this goal has also opened my eyes to see myself in a different perspective. I always say that this is one of the things that travel does for me. It helps me see myself in a different perspective. And because I mostly solo travel, I have that headspace and time to be reflective, to process myself, to be more self-aware, to see myself in a different light, in a different capacity. Travel has transformed my life, no cap. It has encouraged me to pursue my other dreams, my other goals, my other interests with the same vigor that I've used to pursue travel. Yeah, travel has taught me to dream big, and it has helped me see that, you know, some things are not as far and unattainable as I think they are. Because I remember when I was 23 and I first read about people trying to visit 30 countries before their 30th birthday, and I was like, this is so impossible. This is so impossible. How is this going to be? I have never been anywhere. I even calculated. I remember thinking, oh, I'm 23 now. I have 7 years. So how many countries do I have to visit in each year to be able to have met that goal by my 30th birthday? And I was like, God, in my whole 23 years, I haven't gone anywhere. How will I achieve this? But having achieved that goal now, I see that all things are possible, and I cannot discount myself from pursuing certain goal. I can't discount myself. It has been life transforming for me. It has really changed my mind, and it has been a dream come true. Every time I'm traveling, I never take it for granted. Every time I say, I can't believe I'm living out this dream. I'm living out my dream of seeing the world, being in a new place. I can't believe it. And I'm so filled with joy, so excited to be able to do this. And most importantly, I'm so grateful to God for the privilege, for the opportunity, for the provision, for the strength, for the grace to pursue this goal and to be able to live out this dream. I'm so grateful to God. So my message to you watching this video, if you have the same dream of, you know, visiting whatever number of countries, or any dream at all, if you have any dream that seems impossible, this is proof that it's possible. This is proof that it's possible. You can pursue and achieve that goal that seems impossible to you now. And I encourage you to do so. Take some tips from what I've shared. Pray, plan, prepare, prioritize, and pursue those impossible dreams. And I pray and hope that your dreams come true, that just like me, you live in the reality of answered prayers. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share the video, leave a comment below, and thank you so much for being here.